Woodlands Street 13. Not exactly a tourist destination, but this quiet neighborhood has seen its fair share of travelers since the very first HDB hostel opened its doors in 2004. Hostel 166 is not just out in the boondocks. Locating it can be a challenge as you can only enter from a small entrance facing a parking lot. But don't be deceived by its unassuming facade. More than 70% of its 13 beds are occupied all year round by visitors from countries like Malaysia and America.
So Mr. Tan, can you tell us about how and why you founded this hostel?
Well, I was traveling last time, overseas, so probably I stay in hostel. So I came back, and I do notice Singapore at that time was not really into backpackers hostel, and there is not even one that is really showing the local area. So it just so happened that my dad got this place, and I think I can convert into a hostel.
An engineer by day, Mr. Tan does not hire any help and runs the hostel with just his father and wife. The establishment comprises 10 dorm beds in the living room, a common kitchen and bathroom, and 3 beds in a private room that comes with an ensuite bathroom. The interior decor is simple but funky, with old pipes turned into lockers and toilet bowls and wire spools used as chairs.
I've been coming here since 3 years ago, so maybe like 10 plus times, yeah. And it's so peaceful here. It's like not inside the busy city. I don't like all the hustle and bustle. So
tourists here pay $19 a night for a common dorm bed and up to $65 for the private room. Breakfast is not provided at Hostel 166, but guests are welcome to cook in the kitchen and do their laundry for free. Being in the heartlands also has its perks, a nearby kopitiam for meals, and the feeling of being at home. What else do you like about this place?
It's a bit... I think it's creative, and the way they make this place is very relaxing, homey. It doesn't feel... Whenever I come here, Yang is so friendly. He's like more like a brother. So it's like coming home, like balik kampung a bit.
And while Mr. Tan has about 1,000 tourists pass through his door every year, not once has he had any noise complaints. In April, tensions between residents in Silat Avenue and tenants at backpacker hostels there came to a boil over noise complaints, and a tenant was scalded by hot curry poured from a flat above.
So far, I have not received any complaint. I think the guests, who prefer to stay here are more down to earth or more decent because they are not the party type and they prefer the peace and quiet out here. So I don't think they are the rowdy type that will come here.
If they want to be the party kind and want to hoo-ha, they won't be staying here. They will be staying in the big city.
But running an HDB hostel is not without sacrifices. Mr. Tan, father to a 7-year-old son, has gone without vacations for 8 years to keep up the business. He and his family also moved from Teck Whye to the block next to his hostel, just so he can be on call around the clock.
Basically, you got to sacrifice certain time or some part of your family time here rather than spend more time with the family. So, and on top of that, probably some guests will come in at very odd hour because of their booking, their flight arrival. I do have guests who come in around 2-3 a.m. So I need to check them in also when they arrive. So other than the lack of sleep and a little bit less family time, this is a sacrifice that you got to have. Practically there's no holiday for me. Holiday is down here talking to all the guests.
So why do you still do it after all these years?
It's more for fun or passion. I travel, I travel out, so I would like guests, traveler overseas to come in and really see what is Singapore like and not just what they see in the city.
If someone wants to enter this business, what are some of the things that he or she should take note of with your experience?
If they want to really thinking of opening a HDB hostel, the number one thing, don't open one. Because it takes in too much time and the return is not much. So if they really want, make sure they got enough money to hold on for a while.
Want to find out how to stay in the city center for just $20 a night? Check out our other clip.